Hi, my name's Charlie. Today I want to talk about motivation. How to get motivated, how to stay motivated on your English language learning journey. Hi, my name's Charlie. Welcome to Organic English. I'm here to help you become more fluent in English. I'll put a link to a transcript in the description below. You can download that for free and follow along with this lesson. So I'm recording this in mid-February. And January the 1st is always a good time to start something new. I'm sure there's many of you that made New Year's resolutions to start learning English this year. But now it's mid-February, maybe you're starting to lose a little bit of motivation. Now these ideas I'm going to talk about are relevant to anyone at any time of year. So let's first of all define motivation. What does that word actually mean? So I'm looking at my dictionary here, my handy dictionary, English to English dictionary, and it says motivation, noun. A feeling of enthusiasm or interest that makes you determined to do something. An example they give is you can do anything if you have the motivation. It mentions the word enthusiasm. So it gives this idea of excitement to do something. Now, the first thing to note is that we all have problems with motivation at one point or another. We all have problems with getting something started or carrying on a task that we have started. You don't want to know how much I procrastinated when I was making this video. Procrastinate is a verb that means to delay doing something that you should do, usually because you don't want to do it. How many times I went to the kitchen to make a coffee. I even cleaned the house from top to bottom. That's real procrastination. Now, I think it's understood that we all have a finite amount of motivation. That is, we don't have endless amounts of it. So we have to be a bit careful about how we use our motivation. We don't want to burn all our matches straight away. I'm going to go through 5 ideas that will help you to use that motivation effectively and efficiently. To get motivated, to regain motivation, or to stay motivated. Please let me know what you do to stay motivated or to get motivated. Put the ideas in the comments below so others can benefit from your ideas also. So the first tip, the first idea, let's look at the big picture. Why are you studying English? What is your ultimate goal? Learning English, becoming more fluent, that's not your goal. That's how you want to get to your goal. Your real goal, your overarching big picture goal is maybe to get promoted at work, move into a different or a better role at work. It might be to pass your TOEFL or your IELTS so you can get into a college in an English-speaking country. Maybe you need a good IELTS score to emigrate somewhere. It might be that you've already emigrated and you want to communicate more effectively to make friends. Now, basically, you're learning English to change your life in some way. Visualizing that bigger goal is going to help you stay more motivated than the goal of just thinking that you're learning English. So thinking about the big picture, thinking about why you are learning English is going to help your motivation. Still on the topic of goals, we need to set ourselves goals day to day, manageable, achievable goals. Whenever you sit down to study, you have to set yourself a task with a clear objective that you can achieve. For example, instead of saying, I'm going to study for 25 minutes today, set yourself a task. Maybe the task is, I'm going to read this news article and I'm going to find 3 new vocabulary words and 3 new phrases in the text. I'm going to find the definition of those words and phrases, and then I'm going to write out 3 example sentences using them. Or you can set yourself a fluency task. I'm going to watch a YouTube clip of my favorite sitcom, Modern Family, and I'm going to mimic or copy one of the characters. I'm going to put myself in the place of that character and I'm going to copy what he or she says. Mimicking is great for pronunciation and fluency. You'll be practicing intonation and you'll be practicing rhythm. So that leads me on to point 2. Keep it interesting. Make it fun for yourself. A bit earlier, I mentioned a reading exercise and a mimicking exercise. Now, I'm interested in the news and I love sitcoms, so I choose a news article to read and a sitcom to mimic. I know that if I didn't like them, it would be much harder for me to motivate myself. I also promise myself a nice cup of coffee when I have finished the task, so that way there's an extra incentive, a small reward at the end. So, number 3, when you're studying, don't waste time. If you waste time, it'll take longer to finish the task you've set yourself, and that will make you feel bad and you'll lose motivation. When you're studying, put your phone away, turn the sound off. Make sure you work in a neutral area where there is not a lot of clutter to catch your eye and to distract you. You can focus, you can get into a state of flow. So whatever exercise or whatever task you set yourself, you'll get that done more efficiently, more quickly. Any kind of distraction is going to take you out of that state, and it's going to be difficult to get back in to that state of focus, of flow. Don't try to multitask. Multitasking does not work. Number 4, start out small. Keep it sustainable. Whatever time you've set aside for your studies each day, make sure it's not too long. You might have started out thinking, okay, I'm going to study for 2 hours every single day. That's quite a long time, especially when you have lots of other responsibilities. A long block of time like that each day is going to be difficult to sustain. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Don't bite off more than you can chew is an informal phrase or expression that means don't try to do more than you're able to do. You're going to say, if I can't do the full 2 hours, I'm not going to do it. I'll just wait till tomorrow. Each time you don't do the task, you'll feel bad. And that will lead to losing motivation. 10, 20 minutes each day is better than 2 hours on one day. If you set yourself a sustainable, realistic target, you'll know that you can complete it. And finally, number 5, don't be so hard on yourself. Learning English is a long journey. The chances of slipping up are very, very high. To slip up is a phrasal verb, and it means to make a mistake, usually a pretty unimportant mistake. Don't worry. Take a break if you need to. Come back fresh in a day or 2. But don't let the break become too long. Otherwise, it'll become harder to get back into your routine. Speaking of not being so hard on yourself, don't compare yourself to others. You are you. You are on your own journey. You are at your own level. It doesn't matter how well or how badly other people speak. If you compare yourself to others and feel that you're not as good as them, you might get demoralized. And that'll lead to you becoming demotivated. Keep in mind, studying can be uncomfortable. It can be challenging. It's going to take you out of your comfort zone. But that's how we grow. That's how we improve our English. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about communication. I put a link to a transcript in the description below. Download that to help you follow along with this lesson. You can also go to www.OrganicEnglish.club, where you'll find plenty of other resources to help you become more fluent in English. I hope you can use some of these techniques to help you get motivated, to help you stay motivated. If you have any ideas, please put them in the comments below. That way you can share them with other people and with me. Thank you very much for watching. Now go out and practice your English.